Hello friends, and welcome to my very first video on unlocking the secrets of the triple row accordion as played in the style of Zydeco, and how you can transfer your knowledge from your 10-button Cajun accordion in the key of C in this example over to the first row of your GCF triple row accordion in this case, and then from there you can grow. And this is how I approached the triple row accordion when I first got mine. Once again, this accordion is a GCF. It's a Hohner Corona Classic. Any GCF diatonic you have is fine. A Panther, Compadre, a 3500, Weltmeister, anything like that will work just great. You get a nice two-note, two-reed sound. It's just great for Zydeco as well as other styles of music, as we already know, Tex-Mex, etc. So here we have GCF. The bottom row is G, as you know. The middle row is C. That's what I like to call home base for the key of C, of course. And then the top row is F. I didn't hit all the buttons because later on I'm going to explain some of those other buttons over here. The ones they say closer to your chin. You know, this is up, your chin, and down is your lap, let's say. Okay, before I play anything else, I'm going to take this accordion off. Get on my 10-button Diatonic Cajun Accordion. It's a C accordion, tuned dry. So what you can get that's directly applicable right to the middle row of your C row of your GCF triple row accordion is buttons 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, as I'll explain when I get on the other accordion. And on the push, that is, you know, all kinds of inversions, as they call it, of the C major chord, as you know. So that's your 1, 3, 5, your first, third, and fifth scale tones in different order. Of course, on this accordion, button 1, 2, 3, you get a nice fat C chord, and then 2, 3, and 4, you get a C chord. So all the way across you can get a C chord, as you probably already know, as if you already have a lot of experience on your C Cajun accordion or just learning, you can find that pretty much, it's pretty much obvious. I should say too, from buttons 3 on, as I was showing you, on the pull, they sound a little discordant, but most of them are versions of a G chord, let's say, or a G7th chord for right now. Just like a big long C harmonica. That's the best way I like to look at it as. But what I'm trying to establish here is you won't, on the triple row, the way it's normally tuned, as I call it, the international system, the way you find most of them tuned with 31 or 34 buttons, you won't be able to get this on the C row, like buttons 1, 2, 3 on the pull, and then buttons 2, 3, and 4 on the pull. You won't get that, so I just wanted to get that started. So you won't be able to do stuff like this. That's in the key of G. So that's a cool lick on the Cajun accordion, but you won't be able to get that on that. So anyway, I think I've covered at least that much to get you started with a little bit of knowledge of how you can apply that to your middle row for starters. We'll do the other rows later on. So here we've got, back to the GCF Diatonic 3-row accordion. From buttons 2 on, well, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 buttons in the middle row. We won't talk about the first button on the middle row, but from button 2 on the push, we got a C major chord. The nice, rich tremolo sound. Of 2 reeds per note. And of course, on the pull, you have diminished chords that are related to G7, the 5 chord, and also the 7 chord in the key of C. So that part's directly related. I might mention now that the first button on the push and on the pull are some kind of weird sounding notes. I won't go into the names of the notes right now, but this is one of the helper notes, as you probably have found that out maybe in some other sources, that the 3 outer buttons here toward your chin are the helper buttons. On the push, pull, that's on the first row, push, pull, and then back to the middle row, push, pull, and the lower row, push, pull. So I call them helper buttons, and a lot of times they're accidentals, let's say sharps or flats that are needed for certain scales, chords, and they're really cool. There's a lot of discoveries you can make of cool licks and chords that these notes will help you out a lot. The lower 3 aren't helper notes, they're just part of, complete the chord in that particular row on the push. Okay, so far so good. So we've got so what I want to say now, from button 3 on, you have what the 10 button Cajun has on the push and on the pull. And to verify that, I'll get on my 10 button once again. It'll sound deeper because it has, 4 reeds going all at once. But from button, from after button 1 and 2, you got, button 3, 4, and 5, and then on and up. And back to my triple row on the C row, second row, inner row, button 3 on,